Hey guys, my name is Tracy Wanjur and let me welcome you to Fearless. So we will be talking about topics that are rather uncomfortable, that people shy away from, and we will also be doing really fun activities that really push us to the edge, and that is why we are fearless. So welcome to this journey. It is going to be so exciting, and on episode 1, which is today, which you need to continue watching, we'll be talking about what is happening right now. So in 2019, as we were celebrating the end of the year, you had a good time, you perambulated, not knowing that in 2020 you will be in the house all day, every day. So we'll be talking about COVID-19 and the effects it's had on our lives and also our friendships. What are we doing? And to help me talk about this are some amazing guests who are upstairs waiting for me to get ready. So as I go get ready, you can meet our guests. I don't know what day this is of curfew and lockdown and all that stuff, but where are you at right now?
I think nimezoea to a point I don't even miss doing some things I used to do. I don't miss going out to club and stuff. Imekuwa tu part of me. Napenda kutoka kwa nyumba, but sasa hii nimeizoea that si miss.
So you just adapted to Okay.
For me, sometimes I don't know what to do myself because I'm tired of just doing the same thing day in, day out. You'll see me walk to the fridge and open it like 10 times in a day. And I know there's nothing there. So I'm just stuck in a rut right now. Like, I'm bored.
I think I'm like Seth. I've also sort of like finally found my footing after a couple of months, of doing nothing, or like you mentioned, the laziness creeping in. Now I've gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, now at least I know what I'm doing. There's that. You just sort of like find your footing. Life has got to move on.
I think that time when I was being very lazy and just, not sure what the hell I'm doing, I'm where I'm going, I really took time to now dig deep into, different content, see how people are doing their things. And this is how this was born. So I think it was a blessing in disguise. Yeah. So now we talked about fun activities, and today's game is Never Have I Ever. Okay, so this is the COVID-19 edition. So you will each have your placards, which is I have not, and then answer the different questions and answer them as genuinely. Is that such a word? Yeah, as you can. Okay. So you can also answer some of the questions on the comment section. So the first question: Never have I ever stayed a whole day without showering, brushing my teeth.
Okay, for me, I brush my teeth, but
You've not
kuoga si lazima.
Yeah, zishikilia zote mbili.
I have and I have not.
Like staying in the house sometimes really gives you that comfort as sinuki. But you know what I
How long
realized?
does it take you to shower, honestly? 10 minutes ikienda sana.
Never have I ever given a lame excuse to miss a Zoom meeting. You have not? Oh, okay, I have. What's your reason, Seth?
Nilikwambia sipendangi vitu impromptu. Like I need time.
Oh, that's why you wanted to snake me today.
See? I need time to prepare myself. Unajua meetings zingine zimeenda hadi 4 hours.
I think for me it was the impromptu as well, like aspect of it. Yeah, it's like, okay, can we have a meeting in 20 minutes?
Exactly.
You're like,
Me, I just mute my cam and mute my mic.
Exactly.
And I'm in the meeting.
and do your thing.
Simple, yeah.
Okay, now once, let's say, things go back to normal, would you prefer
I
doing
prefer
Zoom
the
meetings
Zoom
or
meeting.
going
I
for
prefer
the
the Zoom
meeting?
I
meetings.
actually
Hata
Okay.
tuseme ito meeting yote physical at all.
Never have I ever stayed in bed all day, watched series and did nothing productive. I did that for quite a long time.
Mimi nikaa Kimani, like nitatembea chini tu kuangalia nani kwa downstairs nimsumbue nirudi, like siwezi tu kaa kwa kitanda, but naweza kuwa unproductive for days.
Yeah, me too.
Ka leo nilikuwa unproductive.
I've stayed in bed and it's been beautiful.
Yeah,
you
Netflix
go
and chilling.
get the food,
Right.
you sit in bed the whole day in your pajamas.
Right?
It's perfect.
And then you start thinking about your bills and you're like, damn.
Damn.
Never have I ever had a mental breakdown. Anxiety, maybe some form of depression.
Hebu define unajua hii kizungu.
I have not.
Suneleza anxiety ni nini?
Anxiety is sort of like that restlessness of the future, like, okay, you don't know what's happening, so you're worried.
Okay,
It's
but
like an intense
anxiety
worry.
yangu inakonga different.
Okay. So you haven't. Okay.
No, I have.
I have. I'm naturally a very anxious person, so I think at this period was really hard for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a planner, so when you make plans and then it doesn't go
doesn't
like
happen.
that, you're just like, really? So you have to go back to the drawing board. So yeah, anxiety for sure.
I agree. All right, George. Wewe ulikuwa tu kwa fridge.
Like,
Are you guys like support systems?
yeah.
Hey, tumekuja vitu.
Never have I ever worked out during this period. What is your excuse?
Nimeenda gym once in my life. Hiyo commitment tu inahitajika, then niambia mambo ya diet. Sina discipline. You had started but endelea
Last week. Sinaendelea.
Would give up?
I mean, it's progress. Like, at least as long as you start, you just keep pushing.
Consistency and me, zero when it comes to working out. But at least I've made the effort. But when it comes to what I choose to eat, like I've been cautious about that. And yeah, just working out at home. Nothing too crazy or dramatic.
Never have I ever got into an entanglement with someone while in quarantine or lockdown. You have not. Who's
going to watch this? Who's going to watch this? No, I have not.
For some reason, I also doubt Seth and George.
Even me, I doubt so.
We're in relationships.
You're in relationships? Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
Must be nice.
Never have I ever had a conspiracy theory about the coronavirus. So you talked about the temperature and black people not being able to get it.
Apparently, kids are the ones who are carrying it, but because their immunity is super high. Again, because it's a conspiracy, I don't know what logic that is, but yeah, apparently babies are the ones carrying it the most.
Never have I ever made plans for post-corona, a vacation, a night out, or even a date. I think all of us, right?
Yes.
We really took a lot of things for granted, yeah? One of my plans for 2020 in 2019 December was I want to travel each month, right? And so far until Feb, it was okay because I had traveled. But now coming March until now, we've just been in...
We're going to travel, but hii mwaka nilikuwa plan at least in South Africa and Dubai. Dubai, we're going for a wedding actually.
Oh,
Dubai.
a wedding.
Oh, okay.
So what you're saying about taking things for granted, I think I was one of those people who anytime somebody calls you, especially on the weekend, you're like, do I really want to leave the house? So you go like, I'm a bit busy, can we try next week or whatever? But now when you don't have that luxury, I cannot wait to just go on all these plans that I kept cancelling and everything. So I'm excited, and obviously to travel as well.
Let's be honest, you need a break. Right in the heart of Westlands is Ibis Hotel, and it is home away from home. They have put all the necessary precautions to ensure your safety and that of their staff. With that said, book your staycation with them today. Good food, amazing service, and an even better view of our beautiful city. Now back to our game. Never have I ever turned down a meetup or hang out with a friend because your social distancing. I mean, it's really important to take care of yourself right now. It's not even if you live with people, even for you have your accountability to George, and the same. So I think, it's very important to make sure you're social distancing and doing the right things. Never have I ever called out, blocked, unfollowed someone who was not social distancing.
Honestly, watu nimeona wakifanya hizo mambo ya calling out ni ma hypocrites, because ikikuja to their friends which utaona na ujui uni best yake hapo ndo they draw the line when it comes to their friends.
I think one of the things my mom did at home was just to tell people, okay, we're not really letting people in, because also my baby cousin was there. My mom one day called me because I was out and she was like, just now I'm old and sasa unataka kuniua, tifikiria hayo. And she hung up and I'm like, so that really guilt tripped me, because I was like, okay, she's right, what if something happens? And so
No, I agree.
never have I ever dressed up, looked cute just to stay in the house. I have. But this was very short-lived. Mine was quite short-lived.
Why?
Na kwa na algorithm fulani nataka kufollow kwa IG yangu. Naweka videos kadhaa, then photo moja kudisrupt, then videos.
Oh, nice.
That's what I do.
Kazi mob.
But it helps once in a while just to help you feel sane, so to speak, like a person.
Do you know, this guy walked in here with a do-rag, and I'm like, oh, wow, you look nice. And then he took it off and he's like, no, you need to see the waves. Ish. Never have I ever considered that someone might have corona because they coughed or sneezed or even suspected yourself, right? So lastly, we don't need to use these cards, but if a vaccine, and we've seen that apparently some vaccines have been found in places like Russia, would you take the vaccine?
Honestly, Juu sijui. Mimi nasema tu sijui. Sijasema kitu. Please.
Umesema
Sijui.
I think for me, because of all the conspiracy theories about the population, sijui nini, I'd be really scared to take it. As much as maybe it might be the right thing to
kwanza
do.
Usikuje unajua walikuwa
Hiyo
wanasema
kitu ingine
wataanza
sasa,
kutest Africa.
Watest
Kwanza huko. Kwanza US watu wamejaa na corona. Waanze huko.
Wanze tu huko. Those are some of the things that really make you scared. Should I take it? Should I not? You know? So me hata mimi niko tu hapo, I'm like, maybe wakitry na watu wengine and then si tutakuwa last resort.
For me, I'd probably give it time, like probably like a few months when people have taken it, because sometimes vaccines don't work first time round. Yeah, so I'm a bit skeptical of using it. So yeah.
I would wait and just, first let them test it out. Give it time. Hear from people,
Imagine. So nani anapatiwa kwanza?
Siwape wale wengine.
Kwanza natoa jela.
Hey, okay, but why don't they use it on themselves first?
Exactly. Yeah.
Kama tuko kwa lab hatu WHO.
Watu wa lab. That is Okay, so now also the cases are really high right now. So we can blame a lot of things, right? But a lot of people are blaming the authorities in charge, then probably not making the right decisions. If you are in charge, what are some of the things you would put in place?
If they can do census in 1 week or 2 weeks.
Hey, ulikimbizwa.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why can't you do mass testing in the same period of time? Because mmepata all this funds zote. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa time ya kufanya mass testing. Sasa hii watu wako all over, alafu sasa hii tunaanza speculate hizi numbers maybe ni fake.
Kebri was saying apparently that there are 2.4 million Kenyans affected, right? 2.4 million. So it's like, okay, what is really going on?
Yeah.
And now the inter-county movement has been lifted. Yeah, so now you can move around, which for me I think that shouldn't have been done.
I think people should really take this, and when I say people, I mean our leaders, they should take this time to really work on some of these things that they have not had the chance to work on. You've spoken about the teachers. This is the perfect time for every single school for them to put in efforts, whether it comes to, basic things. You've all watched videos where the kids don't have somewhere to go use that bathroom, It's ridiculous. So this is when they should really do this, when it comes to textbooks and everything. And now I sound like, okay, I've stopped.
No,
But,
you're so right. There's so many infrastructure that can be improved
Right
from
now.
school,
Exactly,
from
kama vile watu
hospitals,
wendi chuo
kila
hadi January.
Exactly.
Unajua Tracy tumezoea kuibiwa hii country tumezoea kuibiwa madoa hadi ukisikia 9 billion nimepotea hata si kitu kwa.
Yeah,
Unajua
it's
9 billion ni pesa ngapi?
I know.
Inazotongeza madarasa ngapi? Unacheki?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like mimi naweza hii time ya corona naweza sema honestly, as much as kila mtu akona responsibility yake ku keep safe and leaders wetu wametufail. Juu place ka Dubai washafungua
kila mahali.
na kuna ma cases unacheki. Juu leaders wao wanafanya amwezi kama mnapata billions in donations alafu juu pesa
Don't
inaenda.
even know where it is.
Alafu mimi kitu ya kwanza honestly naweza sema sijui vile mnaweza kwa mnacharge watu ku test in a pandemic.
Yeah, apparently also people every month were supposed to receive around 7,000 Kenya shillings. Have you? Who may get? Who may get? Yeah, I think I'm
Many
talking
other
get
guests.
7K. You can imagine how much 7,000 shillings would help, a family in the slums, right? I remember going to a distribution center and 1,500 was feeding a family for 2 weeks. If this is not a wake-up call for us Kenyans to make the right choices, then I don't know. What are you looking forward to as the year continues to end?
I'll just be in the house, social distancing, but I'm waiting for this thing to get over it.
What I'm looking forward to is just harnessing my craft, just really being better, doing better, learning a new skill, and really being intentional about spending time with people you love, people you care about, doing things. Because time, like you said, it's just reality shifted like this, and you're like, wow, so many things you took for granted.
Mimi bado niko na passion ya kudiscover new places. So pesa ikipatikana obviously na social distancing and whatever, I'll still visit places.
I'll say I'm happy that I got my groove back. So I'm excited about Fearless. So you need to join us every single week. That's going to be fun. We're going to be doing activities. So for me, that right now is giving me sort of like meaning and happiness that was lacking the entire year before this month. So yeah, I'm excited for the year. I think also, like you said, adapting to the times and finding your happiness. So I'm reading this book. I read it before, but The Secret, right?
Yeah.
So the book talks about just being very happy with your now and also laws of attraction. So for me, that's what I'm really focusing my energy on, which is now Fearless, which is, you know, being happy, because I believe there's so many things that can make us happy right now. You guys just being here is making me happy, you know. Anyway, thank you guys. Make sure to join us next week, and also in the comment section, tell us what you think about this episode. Also tell us what you've been doing during this period, what's keeping you sane, what are you doing to stay happy. And yeah, lastly, guys, what should they do? Stay safe.
Sanitize.
Sanitize.
Wash your
Wash your hands. You don't really need to
home.
be at public places as much.
Yeah. If you don't need to,
Yeah, if you don't
if you
need
don't
to,
have to,
don't do it.
yeah.
don't.
Yeah, because it's upon you and I to ensure that these cases are not going to be crazy as we've seen in other countries. So yeah, take responsibility and accountability and stay safe. Bye guys, see you next week.